Hey, it's Jorge from Oh So Fast Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing American Horror Story Season 8, Episode 7, Traitor. This opens up wild. They have a quick heart-ripping scene and then they're making a heart smoothie. From there, she's kind of force-feeding it to this random lady's husband, I guess, who was cheating on her. But so far, this first, intro to it seems kind of wild. Definitely interested in seeing how Cordelia wants to meet with the voodoo devil. So I'll definitely like to see how that all works out and kind of how he plays against Michael later on in this episode. But that's the first commercial break. I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Whoa. So there is definitely some crazy voodoo magic happening. Cordelia finally meets uh, Papa Lingo, I believe is his name, and he basically makes her an offer that she just can't get or she can't do, which I thought was kind of weird knowing that the world is going to end and there's no one left. Why wouldn't you just risk the souls of the other witches? So that's an interesting one. They also had a dinner with, it kind of opened up with this weird actress, which is an old witch scene, which was kind of cool, very like gritty old school type, horror movie. So that was definitely neat. So it'll be neat to see how they incorporate, those witches in the sense of how they'll do with Ariel and see what type of information they'll be able to gather from him. But yeah, this segment was a little trippy. A lot of information, but definitely a little trippy. Whoa, this segment was good. This segment kind of kicks off with the witches back in their house, and Coco comes out and trying to show them how her powers have evolved. But Mallory freaking while Coco's choking on a muffin or some crap, she ends up basically almost dying, and Mallory basically just cuts her throat open to save her and seals it up, which is wild. And then, once Cordelia gets back in her room and they're talking, they end up saying this comment, which she goes, she thinks she's getting weaker because Michael's getting stronger, but I think it's because Mallory is the next Supreme, which that would be such a twist in the whole character and everything, especially since at the start of the show, Mallory was basically kind of like this peasant. So that's gonna be dope if we start kind of seeing a Mallory versus Michael type of situation. From there, you kind of move into the dinner where Bubbles, kind of tries to read their minds. From there, they find out that not only, do the warlocks want to kill all the witches, but also that they ended up killing John Henry. So I think that's kind of neat how that's getting exposed now. But overall, this episode so far is pretty good. Definitely drawing me in. It'll be interesting to see kind of this whole witches versus warlock type of battle, and then what I foresee happening is you'll end up seeing Mallory versus Michael in some weird chaotic fight. But overall, still loving it. So this commercial break's almost over, so I will be right back once the next commercial break hits. Whoa, we got a new Supreme. So Mallory is gonna be the new Supreme, which I think is kind of weird because now you kind of have two Supremes, with Michael being one in that. But they brought back John Henry back to life, which I think is dope. Um, it was kind of neat how they kind of showed that in the old timey like old school movies. Um, definitely find it interesting how you kind of have the two warlocks that are now going to be helping the witches. I guess kind of try to overtake Michael and the other warlocks. But yeah, this was crazy. So Mallory definitely is the strongest out of everybody, which is neat because even when I think it was in episode, what was it, like 2 or 3, when Michael was doing all the interviews him and Mallory kind of get into it for that split second. That's kind of crazy. We kind of see also a flashback of when Cordelia um, brought back to life. God, I forgot her name. The lady with the red hair, the witch there, but because she needed guidance. So that's going to be very interesting too. So overall, yeah, this episode is freaking banging. Definitely loving it. I'm still kind of trying, still tripped out over this whole having two Supremes now. Um, and definitely, Mallory is playing this more lead role, which I'm gonna love seeing, just kind of her go against Michael. But yeah, instead of rambling on, I'm gonna keep watching. This commercial break's almost over, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Whoa, what an episode! Did not see that coming at the end, but the witches ended up, I guess, kind of taking away all the warlocks, that, or all the main warlocks, I should say, that were there. So this is definitely plotting out to be a very interesting episode. Um, Definitely just didn't see that coming with the whole aspect of them creating that powder to kill all the only women. But now that I guess they don't have anything. Michael definitely has no guidance. The sneak peek, I think, to next week's episode kind of talks more about that. But very interesting and extremely, I guess, creepy, when they start burning all the bodies and all that, and John Henry, kind of turns the fire on. Found it very, very unique how Kathy Bates' character, Michael's mom, how she really wasn't, I guess, in a sense, like in pain or anything. Very, very odd, and that creepy little smile that she had on her face while the while she was burning was just was a little much for me. But definitely a killer ending, and love seeing how this is going. It's going to be really great seeing how all this happens and where this goes in terms of how Mallory is going to kind of rise up. Definitely, obviously, their fight against Michael, whenever it happens in this season, isn't going to fare too well because for whatever reason, they had to wipe out their memories for a reason. I'm pretty sure Cordelia did that to hide them or protect them, however you want to see it, into those shelters. So I'm trying to figure out if by them going back in time, are they changing the timeline or how that works out? Because even if I recall correctly in the earlier episode, once Michael, kind of kills everything and all that, uh, the only people who, or I guess Cordelia was there unless she erased her own memory, but there really wasn't anyone else. So, in terms of the warlocks, I mean, so this will be kind of interesting to see how present time or what happened present time, how it's affected with everything that's happening now. But so far, this is looking like it's going to be one hell of a show off. So definitely want to hear what you guys thought of this episode. Um, Still trying to digest all of it. I may do another video here in a day or two once I rewatch the episode. But so far, this one was jam packed with tons of information. So we'd love to see what you guys think about it. If you guys like what you're seeing, obviously give that thumbs up. Feel free and subscribe wherever that subscribe thing is. Probably sure it's down there, over there. Hit the bell button if you want. But yeah, this episode was definitely dope, and can't wait to see you guys next week and hear your thoughts and reactions to this.